because of our meditation, and we have an open heart. So we're all ready to learn more this morning. Okay, so have a seat here, Anina. Thank you. Thank you so much. So our next speaker is a dear colleague of mine, aka Bosco. Joke. It's Jamie Silva. So she is Starbucks Senior Manager for Marketing, Digital Customer Experience, and Loyalty. So in her role, Jamie and her team are in charge of strategizing programs, rolling out executions that will further enhance your experience here in the store. So yung nakita niyong panel, pag nag-order kayo sa Starbucks, kailangan ng approval niya bago i-produce. So yun lang, yun lang naman. Everything, like even coming up with the community store, Jamie was very involved. So there, that's what she brings to the table for everyone. We have Lynn, co-founder of Mano Amiga Philippines. Our organization provides education, opportunities, and community development services. And she is the founder of She Talks Asia, so a women empowerment community and advocacy agency. So Lynn has been present in the women empowerment movement for years, and I personally am very excited to learn from her today. Actually, dream ko to attend mga She Talks Asia workshops niya. So finally, I get to meet her, and I'll have a taste already of those She Talks Asia conversations today. So there, let's welcome Lynn.
Hi! Nakakatatlong kape na po ako, kaya baka parang dami kong energy.
And last but not the least, we have Direk Tonet. So, a multi-awarded Filipino filmmaker and director, Tonet is also a podcaster together with her co-director, JP Habak, where they talk about all things in filmmaking and pop culture. So come join us. Sino yung mga ka-eme dito? May mga ka-eme? Ayan, mga ka-eme. Okay. Sino yung mga Otwal fans? Otwal? Ayan, ang mga nag-raise ng hand yung mga ano. So, thank you, Direct Tonet, for joining us today. So, I'm very honored to be joined by you guys. So, I'm ready to hear stories, anecdotes. So, let's get the ball rolling. Uupo ba ako? Wait lang. Kunyari.
Chikahan lang.
Chikahan lang. Cash lang tayo. Casual down. So, there. So, before we proceed for the next part of the program, so I'll just give you guys like mga sentences. So parang fill in the blank. So I'm not gonna very entertainment. So I'll start with the sentence that I'd want to hear from Jamie first, and then Tonet, and then Lynn, and then Anina. So first sentence, I start off my day with
Running.
Sporty. Sporty si Jamie. Okay. Tonet?
Not running. I start my day with checking messages on my phone.
Responsible. Okay, go.
I start my day with showering para magising.
Important yun, hygiene.
I start my day with gratitude.
That's ganda nga, parang connected pa rin sa meditation. Okay, next sentence would be, from Anina down to Jamie. Coffee is blank.
Life.
Good vibes in a cup.
Essential part of my day.
My alarm clock.
So I guess everyone knows na parang no coffee, no life? Or coffee, no coffee, how to start the day? Question mark, diba? So there. And then last statement, ito naman, we'll start naman from Lynn, and then Tonet, and Jamie, and with Anina. A strong like coffee woman is?
Hindi sumusuko. Dadadapa minsan, pero hindi sumusuko. Babangon. Correct.
Ganda. Okay. Go to Net.
A strong like coffee woman lifts up other strong like coffee women.
Ganda.
A strong like coffee woman is fearless and brave.
Diba? Taylor Swift fan again. Okay. So,
A strong like coffee woman is kind and compassionate.
Okay. So, diba? Dahil narinig nyo na what is a strong like coffee women for them, do you agree na kayo rin ba isang strong like coffee women also? Yes, okay. Palakpakan. Okay. So, of course, so today is very special because we're with our students from Young Focus and AHA Learning Center, and most of them are in high school and college, right? Or a couple are also in grade school. So, syempre, very important sa kanila yung student life nila na yon. That's where most of their times they're in school. So, I want to know, how are you guys when you were still a student? So, parang ano, it's okay, safe space naman. So just give us a glimpse on how you are as a student. Yeah, as a student, Ren. Go on, Nina.
Well, as a student, I was very makulit. But because I love science, I was really good, or I would rather say, I was great in school in terms of science-related academics. But, yeah, lagi ako napapagalitan. Yeah, same, yeah. I know, right? But super fun, and I guess, looking back, super saya ng school. I mean, for me, I would always say I'm a student of life. Up until now, I'm still studying, I'm still learning. And I'm teaching grade 12 actually. So, parang nag-full circle na siya na parang, ako, may natutulog sa class ko. Dati ako to eh. Dati ako to, ngayon parang bumabalik sa akin yung ginagawa ko dati. So, fun siya. For me, fun.
Okay. I was madungis at burara. And si Jamie classmates kami nung high school, so she can attest, madungis at burara. Ngayon pa madungis pa rin ako. So bago ako pumunta dito, nakatapon ako ng kape sa puti kong damit, no? So, but I remember when I was a student, you know, I love school. In fact, that's why I run a school now because I've always enjoyed school. Pero ako yung type na ginawa ko yung homework ko, yung project ko, pero naiwan ko sa bahay. Ganyan. Tapos totoong naiwan ko siya sa bahay. Hindi ako talaga nagsisinungaling. Or yun nga, madungis kasi parang dati nag-experiment ako yung cotton candy, dinip ko sa Sprite, tas kinain ko. Bago siya umabot sa bibig ko, nalaglag na siya sa uniform ko. So yun, ganun po, madungis at burara.
May uniform ba kayong time na yon?
Meron. Pero ngayon teacher na ako, di ba? Kahit madungis at burara ako. So you can be anyone you want to be.
Yes.
Nung college na lang, because I was a film student in college. So, I really enjoyed what I was doing in college kasi yun talaga yung gusto ko. So, parang kapag pumupunta ako sa klase to learn about film, to hold the camera, to take photos in photography class, super happy ko na parang pumapasok ako sa school hindi dahil kailangan ko for grades. Pero pumapasok ako sa school kasi gusto ko talagang matutuhan maging director. So I think nung college, ganun lang siya. I go to school because I want to learn. And then, naging plus factor na lang na the people I was friends with also like the same things as I did. So parang sabay-sabay kaming masayang natutuhan yung mga bagay tungkol sa pagiging director. Ayun.
So, important rin yung parang community, yung
Yes,
sense of
yes.
community rin. Pero, just to seg ko lang batchmates rin kasi kami nito na kung sila, si Lynn tsaka si Jamie, classmates in high school, kami naman ito batchmates in high school also.
Yes.
So, I can also say that she was a very good student. She was one of the top in our batch, and our batch is very big. We're like around 300. We were around 300 students. So, and then she was always been in the arts, talaga.
Not in math, yes.
Not in math. Yes, that's parang classmates kami sa elective, sa video production. So I knew high school pa lang she really wanted to be in film already. And syempre parang ako, I'm so proud of her also. Ay, fangirl, So and then Jamie,
Okay, so nung high school, mabarkada. But, di ba alam nyo when you say mabarkada, minsan, parang negative. Pero actually, you can use the term mabarkada in such a positive light. Kasi nung high school, I was a new student. Transferee ko from a different school. So minsan, pagpapasok ko sa bagong school, wala ka pang barkada. Right? Pero, nung high school, nahanap ko yung okay na barkada. Yung barkada that will encourage you to study hard, the barkada that encouraged me to do good habits. So, yan, si Lynn, kabarkada ko yan. So, I can say throughout high school, mabarkada ako in a very good way. And yun nag-develop ng core values ko. And who I am now is really because of them. Syempre, and family, right? Pero malaking factor yung barkada during those years. And I now look at you guys and I remember, parang kami yan. So find the right people, surround yourself with the right barkada, and it is okay to be with mabarkada so long as you know that they are good for you. So I'm very grateful. Friends pa rin kami nung barkada na yon. Now, matanda na kami. May mga pamilya na yung masyado. Pero kami pa rin yung barkada. So kaya high school for me was all about barkada. Yeah.
Pinag-uusapan namin Anina kanina, parang kasi siya at St. Paul rin siya, so same lower batch ko naman. So like, you're still very close to your barkada, no? Mga conversations namin. But sabi nga nila, parang you are an average of the 5 people you spend your time with every day. So you have to remember that. So you have to surround yourself with good people. Have to. But again, naniniwala rin ako sa character development. So lahat tayo pwede nagbabago tayo.
Plot
We learn,
twist.
we all learn from each other. So the follow-up question about high school. Well, high school, college, or maybe early career days. What are your favorite memories or favorite projects or achievements that you can share with our students for today? Sige, let's start with, Lynn muna.
So, I think one of my favorite memories from college, actually, nag-start siya from a difficult experience. So, when I was in second year college, nakatanggap ako ng tawag from my mom, and she was gonna lose her job, no? And then, at that time also, our family business wasn't doing well. So, I was going to my dream school, my dream university, but it was very expensive. So, yung una kong thought was, oh no, di ako makakatapos mag-aral. No, kailangan kong lumipat kasi hindi to ma-afford ng family ko. But I was very lucky kasi during that time, there was a journalism competition. So, essay competition siya. So, sumali ako. Tapos ang prize doon, scholarship. No? Tapos nanalo ako. So, dahil doon, napagtapos ako doon sa university na yon, no, I finished my 2 years for free. And I would say it was my favorite memory because now, I run an NGO na I also provide scholars for students. So mayroon akong school kung saan lahat ng mga bata on scholarships. And hindi naman yun yung pangarap ko eh. Ang pangarap ko dati maging journalist. Pero nang nangyari yun, dun ko na-realize na teka lang, meron akong pwedeng gawin, no, para sa mga tao na na-experience yung nangyari sa akin. Tapos alam niyo pa, full circle po, mas bata kayo sa akin. Mas bata kayo sa akin. Because of my work in Manang Amiga, because of my work in advocacy, I also now became an opinion columnist for The Inquirer. In fact, I'm one of their youngest columnists. So kahit hindi ako naging journalist agad-agad, eventually dumating ako doon. At lahat yun nangyari dahil dun sa isang pagsubok na yun.
Would like to start with? Pero maganda ngayon eh. But later we'll talk about roadblocks nga, how we can overcome them. But let's go for Tonette's favorite achievement or memories.
Favorite memory in college kasi nung college sa UP, pumasok ako as broadcast communication and then I shifted to film. So nag 1 year muna ako ng broadcast communication pero alam ko mas gusto ko talagang maging film director, hindi ko alam. Very fickle talaga ako kahit na, diba? Anyway, so during that time, we had this parang intro class na yung nakuha kong teacher, sobrang what we call in college or high school, terror teacher. Yung teacher na hindi mo talaga siya gustong kunin, pero kasi grabe siya magalit, hindi siya nagbibigay talaga ng mataas na grade unless sobrang deserve mo. Pero kinuha ko siya kasi siya yung teacher na kapag nakuha mo daw siya, marami ka talaga matututuhan. Kasi nga, yun naman yung gusto ko talaga, matutuhan ako. Tapos, yung first activity namin sa kanya ay to make a short film. Na wala siyang ibang binigay na instruction. Just make a short film. So, nag-shoot ako, ganyan. After 3 weeks, pinabalik niya kami. Tapos, kaka-shift ko pa lang nito from Broadcom. Tapos, naririnig ko sa loob ng classroom kapag may iba, parang paglabas nila, sobrang lungkot nila. Tapos parang, bakit parang, gusto gusto nilang palamon sa lupa, ganong level. So parang kinakabahan na ako kasi ako na yung next. Tapos nung pinanood na niya yung short film ko, ano lang siya, 3 minutes lang siya. Tapos tahimik lang siya. So kinakabahan na ako kasi tama ba tong ginawa kong pinili ko si Ma'am Ann, ganyan. Tapos after that short film, sinabi lang niya sa akin na, very few words, is this something, tinanong lang niya ako, is this something you want to do for a very long time? Tapos sabi ko, yes po ma'am, I'm glad. Tapos na. Tapos parang after nun, parang na-realize ko, sobrang tama yung ginawa kong decision and you only need to quote Lady Gaga, to paraphrase Lady Gaga. You really need just one person to believe in you, to continue. Na parang kapag may mga times in college life na tingin ko, ay, parang mali, parang hindi ako magiging director. I always go back to that moment when someone who didn't know me at all, hindi naman niya ako kilala, ganyan. Pero nung napanood niya yung short film ko, sinabi niya sa akin, this is something you should do for a long time. Yun, babalikan ko yun. And sana makahanap kayo ng ganong tao. Maybe kahit a friend, a mom, or a mentor na kahit mapariwala ka, babalikan mo siya kasi siya, naniniwala siya sa'yo.
Oh, that's really nice. So you have to hold on to the people who inspire you. Wow. Diba? Go, Jamie.
Okay. Ako naman, ang favorite memory ko is one of my favorite teachers. Pangalan niya, Mrs. Marzan. So kaya ko siya naalala because in this generation now of texting and messaging, minsan nakakalimutan natin yung beauty of language. And alala ko yung teacher ko na to, she was an English teacher. And every month, kung paano niya mapa-appreciate ang English language, she would read, magbabasa siya ng isang love letter ng husband niya na namatay na. So, widow na siya. And those letters were so romantic that yung asawa niya can actually write in beautiful words and express feelings. So because of that, nagkaroon ako ng appreciation for language. And even now, very particular ako how I still write. Parang alam ko kasi ngayon, uso ngayon yung mga shorthand. Parang we tend to shortcut words, lalo na mga kids, pag sa mga messaging, mabilisan na text. Pero actually, when you develop into professionals, no matter what career, language and communication is very important. Super important niya. So, now I look back, and siguro that's why binavalue ko ang language, whether Tagalog, Filipino, or English. I still try my best to make it as proper as I can. Inspired by Mrs. Marsan. Mrs. Marsan's love letters galing sa asawa niya. So that's one of my, simple favorite memory from high school.
Diba? At dahil dyan, nag-aantay na kami ng love letter from Jamie. Just kidding.
Dahil siya, lagi kong ine-edit, mahilig ko mag-edit.
Or
Copy and words.
So there, but that's why nga I think there are some people nga when they receive letters or postcards, they keep it. So I think that's also a good way to motivate yourselves. It's also a good way for you to look back and then, parang, I don't know, to cherish those memories as well. So there. Ikaw, Anina, what's your favorite high school or college memory?
Kasi parang medyo kalokohan yung favorite memory ko. So, nung high school, we had to dissect a frog as part of biology class. And then after dissecting, you have to clean it, etc. para ididikit mo sa illustration board yung skeleton ng frog and label it. I mean, it's a biology class, it's a science class. But then, I forgot to process my frog and then anyway, whatever nabali-bali na yung buto niya. Tapos super late na. As in, kunwari yung deadline, 2 weeks ago pa. Tapos parang ako, shucks, anong gagawin ko? Bali-bali na yung frog, yung buto ng frog. And ayoko nang humuli ulit and mag-go through the process. So, I think dito yung first instance of me being creative. So, ang ginawa ko, kahit bali-bali na siya. So, ayaw kasi nung teacher na kita yung mga glue marks. Kasi basically, kung na-process mo siya ng maayos, makiklean mo yung skeleton and madidikit mo siya ng maayos. So anyway, yung ginawa ko, dinikit ko pa rin siya sa board, tapos pinintan ko siya ng red and blue, like Spider-Man. Nag-drawing pa ako ng web. Okay, frog to frog. So, may web yung illustration board. Naglagay pa ako ng mga like parang bulak-bulak. Yung mga, as in, parang siyang cobweb. Also, like 3 weeks late na ko siya na-submit. Kasi hindi ko talaga alam anong gagawin ko. So anyway, nung nakuha siya ng teacher ko, sabi niya, ano to? Sabi ko, spider frog. Spider frog. Sabi niya, this is late. Sabi ko, yes, but I still submitted. So anyway, yung grade ko, 5 over 100. But ang lesson dito is parang show up. Parang regardless, it's very important for you to show up. No, may days na tatamarin ka pumasok, tatamarin kang gumawa ng homework. Pero at the end of the day, it's for you naman eh. So you have to show up for yourself. So kahit 5 lang yung nakuha ko, 5 is better than 0. So, 1% better is better than 0%, diba? So, thank you, Spider Frog.
So doon pa lang, may ano na pala siya, premonition siya ng Spider Frog. From Spider Frog to mural in Tondo Store. O, diba? Ang layo na narating, no? For that. So, okay, my next question kasi, you guys kind of answered some of it na parang, did you ever imagine yourselves to be where you are right now? I mean, Tonette was able to answer na parang from that conversation, she knew she wanted to be a film director. Si Spider Frog, hindi ko alam. Pero, like, ito yung journalism with that scholarship, you have your own column. So, just to summarize, if you were to summarize it, how was your journey from those pivotal points to where you are right now? Like, parang, was it, kasi parang, I'm sure mahaba yung process. May mga iba, siguro swerte, overnight, nakuha nyo na yung gusto nyo. But, walk us through, like, how did you get to where you are right now? So there, let's start with you, Spider Frog.
Spider Frog, okay. So, paano ba? I went through a lot. Like, I was an engineer, a farmer, a marketing person, a teacher, an artist. So, before being in the creative industry, I was really like trying to find something na would, I'd like to think na I was looking for my passion. I mean, when I was younger, I wanted to become a scientist, so that's why I took up engineering. And then, I still want to invent a teleportation device. Maybe, who knows? I can start now, who knows? But, parang for me, it's really a journey of failures and being open to failures. If I could put on my resume, I'm a professional failure, I probably would write it there. Because I think na with that mindset, na being just open to failing, you're also opening up yourself to learning. Kasi the only way for you to learn is to experience multiple things in life. So, if you don't know yet what you want to do right now, it's okay. You will eventually find it. I mean, I only started figuring out na I'm very passionate about the creative industry, about arts when I was 30. So, medyo age giveaway siya. I'm almost 40. But anyway, yun. So, kumbaga late. Yung iba swerte early on, alam na nila kung anong gusto nilang gawin, nagagawa na nila. Yung iba nga 50, at 50 dun lang nila madidiscover. So, everyone is in a different pace kasi. So, just enjoy the journey.
There is no deadline. Always remember that. So thank you, Anina, for that. So Lynn, would you like to share?
Sige, I'll jump off what Anina said. I think she said something very important, which is don't compare. Everyone has a different timeline. 'Di ba, social media, nakikita natin, bakit yung si ito nanalo na ng beauty pageant at 15 years old? Or bakit ito, ginagawa na niya yung gusto niya, alam niya yung gusto niyang gawin at 18 years old, right? So sometimes parang ang dali na i-compare yung journey natin sa ginagawa ng ibang tao. Okay, so we have to stop that. Kasi nga, like what Anina said, kanya-kanya tayo ng journey. Okay, so what would be my advice in terms of getting what you want? Again, tama, baka you don't know yet what you want to do now. But I think it's important to understand what is it that you want to strengthen about yourself. Because really, the only way to do something is to keep practicing it. Whether it's gusto mo ng public speaking, gusto mo mas maging confident, or gusto mo mas magaling magsulat, or gusto mo maging leader, 'di ba? Hindi naman tayo automatic na magaling ka na doon, right? May mga prodigy, pero very few 'yon, no? So really what's important is you ask yourself, what is it that I want to develop? and what can I do every day, every small thing that I can do every day to be good at it. So I think that would be parang the most helpful thing because like I said, no, like me, I really wanted to be a journalist when I was young. But even when I didn't become a journalist, I didn't stop writing. Hindi ako tumigil magbasa ng magagandang libro kasi sabi nila pag nagbabasa ka daw ng magandang libro, yun yung the best way to develop how you write. So when the opportunity came up, parang I felt na even if hindi ako nagsulat professionally for the past 15 years or 20 years, nung nandiyan na yung opportunity, ready pa rin ako siya. Ready pa rin ako. Hindi perfect yung mga sinusulat ko, di ba? Pero I'm trying and I feel like yun nga, the practice, the constant practicing, kahit hindi ko alam kung saan yun papunta, nakatulong siya sa akin.
Ako yung
May
nag-take
quiz
down notes
mamaya.
eh. So there, for you to net. So how was your journey?
Ako, early on, like end of high school and college, sold na ako sa dream ko na I want to be a film director. So, I'm that kind of person na, as an Aries, na parang kapag meron akong gustong isang bagay, ano talaga, alam ko yung goal ko, gagawin ko lahat para magawa yung goal ko. But at the same time, I was very realistic and patient. Alam niyo yung sinasabi nila, di ba, na may mga tao na overnight success. Pero actually, in reality, it takes years for someone to be an overnight success. Kasi, especially in my field, directing, sometimes you just need one break. And then, yun na yun. Kung ready ka sa break na yun, nasa sayo na yun. So, ako, ang tingin ko, before I became a director, ang dami kong ginawa. I was an editor, I was a script continuity supervisor, production assistant, nag-edit ako ng mga ballerina na preschoolers, ganyan. Naging photographer ako, nakatrabaho ko pa si Char. So, pero alam ko, lahat yon kailangan kong gawin kasi kapag dumating yung time na may magbigay sa akin ng break, dapat ready akong kunin yon. Dapat handa ako, dapat nagawa ko lahat ng preparasyon na pwede. Kasi isang beses ka lang pwedeng mabigyan ng ganun kalaking break na kapag, well, for me kapag feeling ko hindi ko nagawa ng tama yon, I lost the opportunity. So, even if it took me more than 5 years to make my first film, I knew I was preparing for that bigger goal. If ever merong mga times na nagfe-fail ako, sasabihin ko lang sa sarili ko, hindi. Later on, 10 years from now, when I make my first film, this will be a good story to tell. Bilang storyteller kasi ako, alam ko lahat ng bagay will be part of the story that I will tell someday. So, di ba pag tawag nila hero's journey, yung the best hero's journeys, the best, for example, the best superhero movies that you like, yung hero hindi naman siya parang magaling na siya sa umpisa, tapos sa dulo, walang nangyari kasi magaling na siya. But di ba, the best stories of heroes, nag-start siya na hindi siya magaling. And then sa gitna may hurdles. Tapos merong villain, ganyan. Tapos sa dulo nagtatagumpay. Ganun yung magandang story. So as a storyteller, as a film director, gusto ko, yung life ko, box office hit siya. Hindi siya pwedeng sa start pa lang mahusay ka na or sa start pa lang nag-give up ka na. So, ayun. Siguro in my field, if you want to be a storyteller too, when you face these hurdles, this is just part of the big story that you will tell interviews like this someday. Ayun.
Thank you. The ultimate storyteller, Net. Yay. And then,
Thanks. I think they all said it. But in my field, siguro, Aris ka? Leo. As a Leo, I always knew gusto ko mag-climb ng corporate ladder. 20 years na, wala pa ako doon, where I want to be. But I had a vision. So siguro, so that we can also talk about the other topics, I will always remember my mentor. So sinabi natin, find that one person. Sabi sa akin ng mentor ko, ganito lang yan. If you're given a broom, be the best sweeper you can be. So what does it mean? In any phase of your life, so we talked about kung ano ka ngayon, does it have to be na you figured it all out? So think of the now. If I give you a broom, be the best. So now that you're in high school, be the best high school student. President ka ng club mo, best club president ka. When you get into college, you try to get into the best college you can be. And taking those baby steps into being those baby steps bests, you will really be the best version of yourself eventually. And I all believe you'll be the best filmmaker, right? I may reach that corporate ladder, but someday. But again, best in every day. That's really all it is. So yeah, I guess that's the secret.
I think they've shared a lot of things about their career, and I feel like you guys have a lot of things to take home. Maganda yung sweeping analogy mo. Parang I was like thinking about the one from NASA. Nabasa ko yung NASA yung nagpapadala ng spaceship sa space. sa moon. Sa moon. Parang I think there was this guy yata who was walking in the NASA office. Tapos may nakita siyang janitor na nagmamop ng floor. Tapos tinanong ng guy, so what's your job? What are you doing here? Tapos sinagot ng janitor, I'm bringing a man to the moon. So that pride, you guys have that power, you guys have that pride. So as what Jamie said, if you have that vision and you can do anything. So just to wrap up the career talk that we had, like, you have to be open to failures, as what Anina said. You want to know why? Because if you fail, you end up having that connection also with other people. Hindi naman lahat pasado ka agad eh. I'm sure there was a moment na si classmate mo rin nag-fail rin. Tapos parang, uy, bumagsak ka ng English, uy, bumagsak ako ng science, uy, chika tayo, aral tayo together. So it's a gateway for you to have that connection. So don't be afraid of failure. And then, who knows, you'll also find your next best friend or your next barkada, as what they said, di ba? Tapos, practice. That's true, practice. You know what? Frustration ko yun. Hindi ako makasulat talaga ng sobrang haba ng article, but I keep on reading books because I always promise Pam from Inquirer that I will start contributing to her column one of these days of all of my anecdotes in this so-called life. But yun, I'm until now, magpa-40 na ako, nagbabasa pa rin ako ng libro kasi nga gusto ko maging writer sa future. And then, maganda rin sinabi ni Tonette na yun nga, parang maging realistic nga. And at least you set your mind to it, and at the same time, you are your own story. You are the author of your own story. You are the director of your box hit, your next box office hit, 'di ba? So just keep on doing what you're doing. Tsaka parang minsan kasi nakakatawa nga rin naman na parang when you encounter something frustrating or hurt kayo or naiiyak ka. Sino dito alam ko ano yung mental health? Sino? Raise your hand. Mental health. How about mental health? Yes, well, do you want to share what your thoughts? No, nahiya ka. Sige. Anyone who wants to share about mental health? Sige. Medyo kasi siya isa siyang topic na medyo mahirap pag-usapan pero kailangan natin pag-usapan. Okay? So, Jamie a while ago was talking about barkada. So I guess like parang, yung parang you surround yourself with good people. Support system is very important. So, I guess navigating the challenges like rejection is very important nga. So, that's why we have tips parang that could help you achieve those goals and at the same time take care of yourself in achieving those goals. Is there anything that you want to share with us for that one?
I can start.
Yes.
So, as an artist, I think I'm always rejected for the most part because art is very subjective. There will always be someone who will dislike what you're doing. But in the end, you have to parang ask yourself, why are you creating it in the first place? So why are you doing things in the first place? So for me, I am very much open to feedback. So kung may magsasabi sa akin, ang pangit naman ng gawa mo, imbes na iiyak ako na, pangit yung gawa ko, ayoko na gumawa, pangit. No, imbes na ganun, ang isipin ko, okay, how can I improve? That's the difficult question kasi a lot of the times we are afraid to ask how we can improve, right? Parang pag may nagsabi ng something, dadamdamin na natin, na feeling natin, gugunaw na yung mundo kasi may nagsabi na, pangit ka, or pangit yung gawa mo, or hindi maganda yan. We take things personally. But for me, I always ask, parang, how can I improve? What needs to be improved on? So, kung constructive feedback yan, thank you sa ambag. Kung hindi, thank you, pero busy ako.
So you need to know rin eh.
You have to filter.
Yeah, you have to filter also what you think you'll take and what you think I don't need this right now. But next would be Lynn. I think Lynn could also define what mental health is. So she's an expert also. I mean, in this field, you've had a lot of talks about this. Baka you can help explain to our students today what mental health is and why it's important for us.
Grabe yung pressure to explain what mental health is.
Yeah.
Okay, so, paano ba? So, di ba tayo inaalagaan natin yung katawan natin, di ba? Pero hindi lang naman tayo katawan. Meron tayong nararamdaman, meron tayong mga iniisip. So, yung mental health, basically, ang idea dito, kailangan rin natin alagaan. Kumbaga, ano yung mga pumapasok sa ating isipan, ano yung what we focus on every day in terms of how to take care of it. Okay. I think it's very important to talk about na lahat tayo may pinagdadaanan. Tama? Right. Lahat tayo may pinagdadaanan. Hindi lahat ng araw masaya tayo. Correct? Minsan, nagugising ka, malungkot ka, hindi mo alam kung bakit. Or minsan, akala mo maganda yung araw mo, tapos biglang may mangyayari, tapos biglang sasama na yung araw mo kasi parang ang hirap. Hindi naman expected sa atin na lagi tayong okay, di ba? Pero I think ang kailangan rin nating, ang mahalaga rin nating intindihin na yung emotions natin, kahit na nararamdaman natin siya, kanwari, malungkot ako today, and okay lang, sabihin ko malungkot ako today. Pero hindi na rin ibig sabihin nun na parang I will allow yung pagiging malungkot ko to define who I am. What does that mean? Kahit malungkot ako today, hindi ibig sabihin nun, papayag na ako na malungkot ako forever. Gets niyo yung pagkakaiba ng dalawa na yon, right? Or kanwari, galit ako sa isang tao na to. So okay lang yun, magalit ako sa isang tao na to. Pero hindi rin naman tama, di ba, na forever na akong galit sa tao na yon, right? In the sense na, kasi ikaw naman yung mahihirapan. So that's one. I think we talked about support system na kailangan makahanap tayo ng mga tao na makakatulong sa atin. Kasi nga pinag-usapan natin kanina, di ba, minsan yung mga bagay na nakaka-impluwensya sa atin, it's either pwede siyang mabuti or pwede siyang masama. So kunwari, kung lahat ng barkada mo, lagi nilang pinagtatawanan yung isang tao. Diba? Or kung lahat ng barkada mo, gusto nila laging parang, laging pinag-uusapan nyo, puro mga, yun nga, puro mga negative, lagi kayong nag-chismisan, yun rin yung magiging parte ng buhay mo. Na everyday, yung buhay mo, nakipag-chismisan ka lang, or nagsasabi ka lang ng masama, diba, sa ibang tao. Ganun rin sa social media, diba? Sino dito na may nasa social media? Kung yung fina-follow mo, laging puro ganun din, no? Laging nangungutya. Diba? Yun rin yung matatanggap mo, no? Yun din yung may imbibe mo. So, I think for me, the best way really is to have a good relationship with your emotions, right? Tama yung nararamdaman natin, valid siya kasi nararamdaman natin siya, pero hindi ibig sabihin nun, yun na yung magde-define sa atin.
I think that's a very good way. So parang diba sabi nga nila, our everyday life is like a wheel. Parang gulong lang yan, diba? Minsan, nasa taas tayo, minsan, nasa baba, pero tuloy-tuloy pa rin yung gulong. So I think that's something that you have to remind yourself, Rena.
Can I add lang
Oh,
something?
go ahead.
So for, just to add, emotion kasi, energy and motion. So, kailangan mo siyang i-move. Diba? So, kung naiinis ka, nagagalit ka, huwag mo siyang ipunin lang. Kasi at a certain point, mas malala yung effect nun sa body mo. Like, sasakit yung tiyan mo, sasakit yung likod mo. But at the same time, baka pag sumabog ka, mag-lash out ka rin sa ibang tao na makaka-affect din yun dun sa person na yun. So, kung naiinis ka, sigaw ka lang. Huwag ka sumigaw sa ibang tao, pero sigaw ka lang, or sumayaw ka, kumanta ka. Kailangan igalaw mo siya. Pag nalulungkot ka, kung gusto mo humiga, humiga ka lang. Okay lang yun. Kung gusto mong maligo, okay lang yun. Kung gusto mong kumanta, okay lang yun. Kailangan mo lang siyang i-move around. Huwag mo siyang ipunin. Huwag niyo siyang ipunin. Dapat ginagalaw siya.
Ganda yun.
Agree. So sabi ni Lynn, we have to take care of the body, to take care of the mind. Hindi siya separate It's together. So di naman ako science teacher. Pero naniniwala talaga ako sa exercise. Kasi ako, when I feel stressed, sabi ko nga, the first thing I do in the morning is run. Kasi yun yung way ko of moving the energy. And when I do, nakiklear yung mind ko, nawawala yung stress. So, hanapin nyo yun. Kung ano yun, it could be painting, pwede rin nga. But yun nga, for me, yung science na happy hormones, totoo siya. So move. It could be dance nga, that's a fun way. But naniniwala ako na hindi sila separate. The healthy mind and the healthy body is together. So hindi pwedeng healthy mind ka lang pero you're always watching TV lang. Pero healthy mind. Kailangan healthy body din because it really helps a lot. So I just want to add that. Naging naman ako science teacher pero I believe in that science. So, advocate of exercise.
I want to hear also from Tonette kasi parang feeling ko the film industry is kinda cutthroat rin eh. Busy yan, grabe rin yung pressure eh. I'm sure di ba, I'm sure there was a time na you were also waiting for your one break, di ba? So, medyo yung anxiety level baka umaakyat. So how did you cope with that? Like how did you how did you take care of your mental health during those times? Ren? Or being in your industry? So,
Siguro kahit hindi nasa film industry, for me, like sinasabi nyo na dapat may support group. Lalo ngayon, mga bagets pa kayo, nag-high school, college, parang you will really learn kung sino yung friends na pwede mong i-trust sa emotions mo. Sila yung mga friends na naiintindihan ka kapag nagagalit ka, hindi nila mamasamain na hindi nila sabihing masama kang kaibigan. Maiintindihan nila na masama lang yung araw mo, pero hindi ka masamang tao or masamang kaibigan. And in high school, in college, medyo mahirap ma-define kung sino yung mga ganong kaibigan. Pero eventually, they will reveal themselves kung sino yung mga totoong kaibigan. Pero gusto ko lang dagdagan yon na find your support group, find your trusted friends na tutulungan ka. Pero at the same time, also be that friend to someone. Kasi baka lagi nating iniisip, ay, siya ba, kaibigan ba siya? Or kaaway? Or nagaano lang siya? Or siya ba, nandyan ba siya pag kailangan ko siya? Pero minsan nakakalimutan natin magtanong sa sarili natin, ako ba nandyan ba ako sa kanya pag kailangan niya ako? Pag nagtatanong, pag tingin ko, hindi siya masyadong nagpo-post, hindi niya ako masyadong kinakausap, naiisip ko bang tanungin siya, uy, kumusta ka na? Gusto mong lumabas tayo? Gusto mong manood tayo ng sine? Kasi, yun, ang pagkakaibigan, two-way siya. And friendships, kahit in my opinion, lagi natin sinasabi, friendship should be easy. But actually, in reality, it takes work for friendships to last and friendships to work. Lagi namin sinasabi dito yung mga friends namin nung high school. Hanggang ngayon, mga kaibigan pa rin namin. Pero, it took us work. Parang there were times magkakagalit kami, tapos magbabalikan ulit. Kasi we put time and effort sa mga bagay na alam namin importanteng bigyan ng panahon. So yun. Sana mahanap niyo yung ganong friends and sana maging ganong kayong kaibigan sa mga kaibigan niyo.
Can I add something also? Sorry. No, we're talking about mental health, di ba? So, yung, ngayon, malungkot ka, pero tomorrow, hindi ka na malungkot kasi siguro parang nakasama mo na yung kaibigan mo, nakatulong. Pero may mga instances din na talagang meron tayong pinagdadaanan na kailangan natin ng professional help or na kailangan natin ng mas malaking tulong. Di ba sabi ko kanina, lahat tayo may pinagdadaanan. Pero yung iba sa atin, yung pagsubok natin, mas malalim siya or mas mabigat siya kumpara sa ibang tao. At yung may mga pagkakataon na gano'n na kahit na gano'ng kabait yung kaibigan natin, baka hindi na niya kaya. So, sa mga ganong paraan, kailangan, I think nandito naman yung mga representatives natin from Young Focus at AHA, no? That's when we really need to be able to tell someone na mas makakatulong sa atin or makakadala sa atin sa mga tao na mas professional na kayon. So, for example, yung sinasabi ko kanina yung pagiging malungkot, merong mga tao na 2 buwan na silang malungkot araw-araw. 'Di ba? Hindi na 'yun, kumbaga, hindi na 'yun normal na kind na lungkot. 'Yun na yung mas kailangan ng intervention. So, I think because we're talking about mental health, kailangan natin intihin na may iba-iba ring angtas na minsan, yun nga, kailangan lang natin tumakbo, kailangan natin ng outlet, kailangan din ng kaibigan, pero may tipo rin ng pagsusubok na mas kailangan natin ng mas malaki pang tulong. At sa mga pagkakataon na gano'n, in-encourage ko kayo na mag-open up kayo sa mga trusted adults na who can really help you and guide you to the right help.
I think just to add to that, yung sabing trusted adults, there is no shame. Huwag kayong mahiya kung kailangan, pag umabot kayo sa point na yon. So it's okay. I mean, safe space naman to, di ba? Ako rin naman, minsan rin, may kinakausap rin naman ako na profession. And it's parang check and balance naman siya. So it's okay. It doesn't make you any less of a person rin naman for that. So just to thank you, Lynn, for sharing that. And if you guys have questions about it later, again, Lynn mentioned that we have our Kuya Paul, Ate Ann, Jayton, and Elise with us, so we can lead you to the right path for it. But a while ago, like, we experienced the breath work of Anina. So that's something, as I mentioned a while ago, it's a tool that you guys can take home with you. Aside from meditation, what are the other things? And exercise, is there parang other things that you guys do to help you with your mental health before we end the segment? So parang ako, I journal until now. So yung lahat ng journals ko from high school, grade school, hindi lang siya crushes ha, guys ha. Hindi lang
Favorite
crushes.
color. Flames yan
Flames. Hindi lang siya crushes. Until now, I still journal. Just kahit minsan ka, wala kang sense sinusulat ko pero nilalabas ko lang siya. So I guess that's another tool that I would like to share with you guys, and that's something you can keep. And then when you look back, natatawa kayo na parang, ano pinagsusulat ko yung bata ako? Uy, na-achieve ko na to. So parang na-manifest mo pa. But what other tools do you guys have to help you lang with your mental health? Ay, meron ba yata ako isa din share? Parang, feeling ko kids nowadays, mahilig kayo mamundok, no? Nagka-climb ba kayo ng mountains or hindi? Hindi? Iniin nyo yung bumalik kayo sa nature. Nagka-climb ng stairs. Pwede na, exercise yun.
Sa mall.
Yun. Ba? But, yeah, try to, maybe you can share like parang how nature also. So, go ahead, Mariano.
Well, for me, apart from meditation or breath work and exercising, painting for me yung isang form of meditation ko. So while it is my profession, I still use it as my way to just calm down and focus. So kasi when you're doing something creative, if you're performing, dancing, singing, parang yung brain mo, focus siya dun sa moment na ginagawa mo. So for me, yun yung activity ko. But also, more than anything, like I mentioned earlier, I start my day with gratitude. So, 3 things that I'm grateful for every day. Kasi, I think, we are all pre-programmed to always find the mistakes or yung mga hindi natin nakukuha versus dun sa mga things na nakukuha natin. Parang lagi natin iisip, ano ba yung kulang? Shucks, hindi ko to nakuha. Shucks, wala ako neto. But kung isipin mo, lahat ng meron ka, dati wala ka naman yan eh, pero ngayon meron ka na yan. So, for me, gratitude talaga, more than anything, na you're on the wake-up list, you are alive, you are breathing, you are here right now, you are showing up for yourself every day kahit mahirap. Parang kung ngayon survival mode ka, who knows, bukas thriving mode ka na. So, iba-iba talaga yung seasons ng buhay natin. But the important thing is, whatever it is, for me, gratitude talaga will change your mindset and how you look at things.
Thank you for that. So thank you. You always have to thank yourself.
Thank yourself.
Additional tool that they can bring home with them?
Okay. Maybe something that was very helpful for me, no, is to remember na everything is temporary. Lahat lilipas din. Minsan kasi pag nandun ka sa rurok ba yung tawag doon? Sa rurok ng heartbreak. 'Di ba? Parang minsan akala mo tapos na yung mundo ko kasi nakipag-break sa akin yung boyfriend ko, yung girlfriend ko. Pag nandun ka, parang sakit-sakit, 'di ba? So akala mo hindi na yun matatapos, akala mo na forever yun. Pero really something that helped me is that everything is temporary. You know, for example, even if you win an award, ang saya-saya mo, 'di ba? Pero even that is temporary. So parang just reflecting on the fact na lahat lilipas din, nakakatulong siya. Kasi ma-realize mo, parang kanikwento na Tonet kanina, part to nung superhero movie mo, 'di ba? Na yun nga, may mga happy moments, may mga sad moments, but it will all make sense na when you look at your life later on as you get older, and to understand na kahit pa small victory yan or failure yan, that is temporary and it will pass.
Nothing lasts forever. May my forever, my forever. Joke lang. Go to Ned.
Ay, ako, kapag kailangan kong mag-relax, tapos nabuburyong na ako sa loob ng bahay, lumalabas lang ako. Kung mini-meet ko yung mga kaibigan ko, sa labas ako nagsusulat, kahit na meron naman akong magandang pwesto doon sa loob ng bahay. Minsan kailangan ko lang lumabas, pupunta ako kaya Starbucks, ganyan. Kakape ako sa labas, magsusulat ako doon ako magta-type. Or ang gusto ko ngayon parang yung titawag na co-working. So, pag nagsusulat ako, hindi ko alam, dati nung pandemic, mas nakakapagsulat ako kapag mag-isa ako. Pero ngayon, di ko na kaya. Mas gusto ko maingay. Mas maingay yung isang coffee shop, mas maganda para sa akin. Kasi chismosa ako by nature.
Anong store ba natin ang maingay? Pakishare.
Mga storyteller, tsaka mga director, mga writer, parang chismosa yan by nature. Tama ba, Pam? So parang gusto ko pag nagtatype ako, may narinig ako mga kwento sa paligid. At baka mamaya magamit ko silang kwento or character sa pelikula ko. Pero ganon, ang isa pang ginagawa ko pagkatapos ng isang malaking project, kunyari may natapos akong isang pelikula, sineschedule ko na talaga yun, pinag-iipunan ko na pagkatapos ng isang pelikula, magta-travel ako sa isang lugar na hindi ko pa napuntahan. Parang bukod sa reward ko yun sa sarili ko, ang tawag ko doon pagpag. Pinapagpag ko yung pelikula. Para pag napagpag ko na siya, pinag-aaralan ko kung ano yung nangyari, kung saan ba ako pwede mag-improve, tapos arte-arte lang. Pero mahilig talaga ako mag-travel, even dati pa. Tapos pag napagpag ko na yung pelikula, ibig sabihin, ready na ako ulit gumawa ng panibagong kwento, panibagong pelikula. Ayun.
Mag-ano rin ako, parang mag-i-inject lang ako. Ay, nag-inject ng ano. Cute kasi yung Instagram account niya yung nakaluwag.
Nakaluwag-luwag.
Luwag. So that's when she posts her travel. The captions are so funny. Anyway, sundan niyo.
Thank you naman.
Medyo witty kasi yung mga captions niya. Tapos ako parang gusto ko na rin But yes, going out helps a lot. Kaya kasi sabi ko, ba namumundok pa kayo? Mamundok na kayo na joke. Parang going out helps. Being close to nature helps rin eh. So, go ahead, Jamie.
Hirap ng fourth panelist. But one word.
Okay.
For me, pause. I think it kind of wraps up lahat ng sinabi nila. In such a fast-paced world, especially in this generation, ang bilis. So pause. Kaya nga may school break, right? Kaya nga may time after school. I think for men, may recess, may break time. In a nutshell, I think what's similar with all of what they said is you find time to pause and do whatever. You could do nothing even. You could just watch the sunset, diba? Breathe. So that's my last tip, I guess, for Mountain Water. Find time to pause.
Okay. So maganda yung topic natin for next. So sabi mo, pause, watch the sunset. Sabi ni Tonet, travel. Anina likes going to nature. So we're now gonna talk about, well, medyo baka sabihin niyo mabigat, sustainability. So, of course, di ba, parang with us here sa Starbucks, di ba, sustainability is such a big deal for us, di ba? We want people to practice sustainability. Ano ba yung sustainability? Alam niyo ba? Sustainability or medyo big word siya.
May quiz.
Maybe sustainability or Anina?
Anina would like to
So as a science lover,
Mamaya na, after
spider frog in me is talking. No, for me, sustainability is, in a nutshell, it's just parang utilizing your resources right now at present so that sa future generation, meron pa silang magagamit.
So, just to know, like a while ago, we were talking about how to take care of your relationships with yourself, relationship with one another, with relationship with your brain and your body, diba? But now we wanna also talk about our relationship with the planet. So guys, we only have one planet. There's only one Earth. So if we take care of the Earth, then Earth, Mother Nature, Earth, will also take care of us. That's why it's also important that we talk about this today. So, syempre, if we take care of the Earth and the Earth takes care of us, more chances of your dreams coming true. So everything is connected. So I just wanted to share that with you guys. So, can you tell us like what is the importance of this environment, of sustainability, and what are the, parang, I guess the cause and the effects, para they can also, yung, di ba sabi ko kanina yung connecting the dots, maybe you can cite some examples na parang why it's important to take care of the planet.
Well, for me kasi, I always believe na we are not really separate from nature. We are actually part of nature. We are nature also, right? I mean, we are all sharing one energy, etc. But like what Char mentioned, if we can take good care of nature, nature can take care of us. So imagine, I'm sure may naka-experience na dito ng baha, flood, right? And kung bahain yung bahay mo, parang yung stress level mo tataas, hindi ka makafocus, hindi ka makakapag-aral. But at the same time, yung makikita mo din na lumulutang doon, ikaw rin nagbigay nun, di ba? So for me, return lang yun eh. Parang for every action, there's an equal and opposite reaction, right? So that's why it's important for us to take care of the planet because we are living in this planet. And yung lahat ng dreams mo, kahit ikaw pa yung best today, kung bukas gumunaw na din yung world, syempre, hindi mo na rin ma-achieve yung dreams. But in any case, present moment, we are still alive, the planet is still alive, and we can do something about it. We don't need to be scientists right now just for us to be able to protect the environment. If you look at your environment, kahit isipin mo lang yung environment, kung saan ka lang gumagalaw, literally within like 1 meter lang ito. May nakita kang basura, pollutin mo. Yung mga cups na ino nyo, i-dispose nyo yan properly. May segregation. Ano tayo, di ba?
And also, in the community we're at, Anina, right? Tondo. I think the topic is very relatable, kung hindi ako nagkakamali, right? We are surrounded by trash. I think that's the reality. And bakit tayo na-surround by trash? Kasi maybe we're not as conscious also, di ba, as a nation. Marami tayong communities around us now. Nakita natin, sabi nga ni Anina, if you see it very close to you, alam niyo na yung impact eh, right? So, I guess what we're trying to imbibe is what are the sobrang little things that we can do to improve that and to improve our own lives and the lives of others. So, yung lang yun, yung cup is actually, for example, reusable. Right? Siguro sa ibang restaurants, yung disposable. So, little things that we do, for example, here in Starbucks, and you can also do at home, kahit hindi sa Starbucks, is to use cups na hindi one-time use lang. Yung pwedeng sa school, nagdadala kayo ng sarili nyong cup, para hindi kayo kuha ng mga disposable or tapon-tapon. So, but very little steps, I think. So, yeah, sustainability, parang ang laking word, but just look around us now. There's so many things that damages nature and our surroundings. So, trash being one of it, I think one of the biggest in the country, that affects our lives significantly. So, I think it's actually a topic that they can actually relate to being in this community, right? And how we can kind of lessen that.
It's also a challenge nga rin right now na parang how can we make sure that no trash ends up in nature. So parang that's what I always try to think rin na parang so nothing will end up in the nature. So parang try to segregate it properly and all that. But I'll throw the question also to Tonette and Lynn, like what are some sustainable efforts or actions that you guys are currently doing in your daily lives that you can share with our audience today?
Sa akin, I am part of a film production company. And sa isang film set, minsan 100 people, more than 100 people ang nasa isang set. And syempre, iba't iba naman tayo ng, iba't ibang paraan tayo ng pag-practice ng sustainability, di ba? Merong iba mga burara, may iba mga masinop sa gamit, ganyan. Pero later on siguro in the future, kapag kayo na yung magiging leader ng mga teams nyo, pag meron na kayong pag nasa posisyon na kayo na pwede kayong gawa ng mga rules para sa group nyo, pwede yon. Like in our company, naglalagay talaga kami ng mga garbage bag kahit sa mga lugar na hindi mo isipin may garbage bag doon para lang mapunta sa isip nila na ayan na yung garbage bag ko, ilalagay mo pa ba dito yung iyong mga pinagkainan. So parang later on as leader siguro since since marami naman mga student leaders dito, meron kayong ganong power. And kapag nasa posisyon na kayo, responsibility nyo na rin yun na maging malaking tulong. Hindi lang sa sustainability, pero sa napakaraming bagay. Na once na naluklok ka na sa isang posisyon, hindi lang siya isang bagay na para sa sarili mo, pero para sa ibang tao. Ayun.
Oh, thank you. That's nice. Very, I'm excited to visit one of your sets this day. One of these days.
Bring garbage bag.
Okay. Yan pala yung so guys, yung pala yung kung gusto nyo maka-visit sa set ni Direk, kailangan may garbage bag kayong dala. Yan pala yung ticket. Okay. Rolin.
Thank you. So I actually just wanna echo what Tonette said. Kasi, for example, kanwari, anong name mo? Charisse. Okay, so sabi ni Charisse, from now on, hindi na ako magpa-plastic straw. Right? Kanwari, sabi ni Charisse today, malaking bagay yon, right? Pero pag si Jamie at si Char na nagtatrabaho sa Starbucks, tsaka yung mga boss nila, sinabi, mula ngayon, yung Starbucks, hindi na magpa-plastic straws. Kanari. So, hindi lang sa store na to. Ilan yung Starbucks sa Pilipinas?
Over 450.
Can you imagine? Yung buong 450 stores na yun, hindi na magpa-plastic straw. So, yung bosses nila, or yung action nila, biglang times 400 stores compared to sa ginagawa ni Charisse. Pero, nagsisimula yan kay Charisse. Right? Nagsisimula yan sa atin. Yung consciousness na kailangan natin alagaan yung environment, kailangan natin alagaan yung isa't isa. So siguro that's why I'm very passionate about, educating young people about sustainability. And that's also why one reason why I'm very excited to be here. Kasi sabi nga ni Tonette, maybe ngayon, maliit pa yung impact natin. Pero naniniwala kami na kayo yung future leaders. And totoo yun. Darating kayo sa point na kayo na yung magdedesisyon, kayo na yung magla-lobby, meaning kayo na yung magre-raise awareness na, teka lang, itong business na to, wala silang sustainability efforts, wala silang pake sa environment, wag natin silang supportahan. Darating kayo sa punto na yon. Pero para dumating kayo sa punto na yon, nagsisimula yun ngayon. Yung consciousness, yung mindfulness na, okay, I'm part of nature, kailangan ko alagaan yung nature, kasi at the end, to be honest, yung nature, pag nawala yung mga tao, okay lang sila, magta-thrive sila. So, mas kailangan actually natin yung nature kaysa yung nature kailangan tayo.
Yeah, go ahead.
And kaya kami may community store. Because we believe, like what Lynn said, in your generation. Ginawa namin tong store na to para sa inyo. Kasi kayo yung magsiset, you will pave the way for the future. And also, Lynn said, education is super important so that you are aware of what you can do. So yeah, I just want to say that the community store and people kayo is part of sustainability. You have the biggest role in sustainability. It's really not the planet, it's us with the biggest role. The planet will only react. But we do value this generation so much that, we are passionate and dedicated with this story para sa inyo. And yes, lahat ng partners dito, they make all of these drinks para masuportahan ang Young Focus in AHA. So that's why we're very honored actually to have this privilege, to have this one-on-one talk with all of you. So yeah, that's actually, it goes back to people.
For at the end of the day. So,
Can I add lang one last?
Okay.
One last. Yeah.
Grabe, sobrang daming insights. Okay, go.
This is no action is too small. Okay, you have to remember that. No action is too small. And like small acts of kindness towards each other, towards the planet, can create an ocean of change. So again, no action is too small. Don't hesitate to be kind to nature, be kind to yourself, be kind to others. Always show compassion. And at the end of the day, yung isa lang may influence mo na person na mag-recycle or hindi gumamit ng plastic, malaking bagay na yun. You only influence one person and it will go a long way. And that person will influence another person, so it's a chain reaction.
Kaya nga sabi nga nila, diba, it only takes a spark to get a fire burning. So, be that spark, and then the fire will, no, joke lang. Not naman bad. But, alam nyo na yun. So, parang it's like a candle, you light up the way, syempre. So, there. I think one of the things that I learned from a sustainability, I guess, ambassador also, I think her name is actually Anna Oposa. So, I attended one of her talks, and one of the best things that I remembered what she said is, write a letter. So, kunyari, you go to this organization, you go to this place, tapos parang nakita nyo, ay, ang dumi, ay, hindi maganda yung paggagawa nila ng practices, or hindi nila inano yung trash ng maayos. Then you can, just write a letter, try to find out kung saan yung organization and all that. Kasi, it's worth to try. Malay mo, madirect yung letter na yun to the right person. That's what Jamie said a while ago. It's all about letter writing. Yung teacher niya, di ba? Write a letter, and then at least, that's one action that can go a long way. So I guess that's how I want to wrap up this conversation about sustainability. You guys are the future leaders. I cannot wait to read your names in the newspaper 20 years from now. Baka kayo yung change makers na inaantay pala namin. So thank you so much for your presence. So that was actually our last topic for the discussion. So it's actually amazing to find a connection between these four ladies and you guys. And now I believe, authentic na talaga, totoo na talaga, strong like coffee na talaga tayo.